Let's go, everybody. Come on, what y'all doing, man? Let's start rocking with your boy, man. What's up, man? Y'all know what it is. O's Ramadan Telethon continues, man. Day 13 in the books, man. Get situated, man. I'm always be trying to get situated. Yeah, day 13 in the books. Oh, man. We are at 2 weeks. Tomorrow, starting the 14th night tonight. Isn't that amazing? 13 days, man. I tell you, the month of Ramadan comes in so silently. My best friend, then she rolls out on us, man. We got 2 weeks in the books already, man. Hey, first of all, Assalamu alaikum to all of my brothers and sisters all over the world, whether you fasting or not, because most of us are fasting, even if you're not. You know what I'm saying? Some people, some Muslims, they are exempt. If you're elderly, if you're menstruating, you know, you're exempt. But, you know, Assalamu alaikum regardless to my Muslim brothers and sisters. I love you from the bottom of the heart, man. For the sake of Allah, if you should be Allah. We got day 13 in, man. Yeah, it's going faster and faster, man. We in the second 10 days, seeking Allah's forgiveness. Every prayer I said today, I asked Allah to forgive me, man, for my sins, my shortcomings, all of that, man. You can never ask God enough to forgive you, man. Trust me, He hears and sees all. All right? We got that out the way, man. Y'all already know, man. How was y'all day? Even if you wasn't fasting, non-Muslims, how was y'all day, man? You know, to my Muslim brothers and sisters, how was y'all day? Mine was Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Mine was Gucci, alhamdulillah. So, you know, I was sitting there turning over, like, in my mind, like, what I'm gonna rap with y'all about tonight? And I said, you know what? You know, there's so much that I could talk about, as y'all know, as I've been doing, you know, since Ramadan started. I said, tonight, I'm just gonna give y'all a brief synopsis, a brief breakdown of the 5 pillars of Islam. The 5 pillars. You know what a pillar is? That holds something down. You know, you think of a pillar that'll hold in front of a house, like the columns, you know what I'm saying? They'd be in front of them houses. A pillar. These are the 5 pillars that holds Islam, the foundation of it, man. Without these, there would be no Islam. All right? You can't practice Islam negating any of these 5. All right? So, you know, I said, let me help my non-Muslim brothers, man, you know, and sisters, man, that are inquisitive, that be tuning in and checking me out. I said, let me break down the 5 pillars for you, all right? The first one, without any further ado, is what we call the Shahadatain. Tain is Arabic for 2. Shahada is a confession. You know, like Usher said, these are my confessions. A Shahadatain is 2 confessions. First, that there's no God worthy of worship except God. Allah is His name in Arabic. It's not a different God. It's the God of Jesus, Moses, Abraham, Adam, all of the prophets, all of humanity. So the Shahadatain is belief that there's no one worthy of worship except Allah. And like I said, Tain is Arabic for 2. And Muhammad is His messenger. He's the Katanabiyin. He is the seal of the prophets. You know, that's who Allah sent down the Quran to. You know, that's who explained to us Islam and codified this. And in 23 years, he was a prophet. He attained prophethood at the ripe age of 40, and he passed away at 63. So that's 23 years. So the first pillar of Islam is the Shahadatain. There's no God worthy of worship but Allah, and Muhammad is His messenger. All right. Number 2, the Salah, the prayer. Prayer hasn't been enjoined on us like it was enjoined on everyone before us. You know, we have 5 daily prayers, and that's a beautiful story in and of itself. You know, that's a whole nother story. I might even tell you about how the Salats came about, why we have 5. People ask, why y'all do 5? Why 5? But that's another pillar of Islam. You know, belief in God. There's only one God. After that, you are obligated to do 5 prayers. There's more prayers that you can do, but those are not obligatory. There's 5 obligatory. Pre-dawn, 6:26, I think, this morning. Noon, afternoon, in the middle of your day when everything is hectic. Sunset, when the sun goes down. And your night prayer before you go to bed. So you got the first 2 pillars, the Shahada, the belief there's only one God, and Muhammad is His messenger. The Shahadatain is 2 confessions, testifications. The Salat, the prayer. Number 3, Zakat. which is Arabic for charity. Muslims, able-bodied working Muslims, male and female, they must donate 2.5 of their yearly earnings to those that are less needy, the poor, the elderly, those that cannot work. You know, that's our zakat. That's how we take care of first the Muslim community. Like, you know, we take care of each other. You know, you shouldn't have to go nowhere else to get money or get a loan and all that. Islam, you know, we don't do that. You know, because when you get loans, you're dealing with interest, and interest is strictly forbidden in Islam. We don't deal with interest as much as we can, period, point blank. If I give you $100, you're supposed to give me $100 back, not 130. You know, that's why a lot of people are poor now, because interest is such an insidious thing that, you know, it puts people in financial difficulty. All right, so zakat, charity. We got the belief in there's only one God. We got our prayer. We have charity, 2.5% of our yearly earnings. Hajj, pilgrimage. You see them brothers that go to Arabia, they go to Mecca, and they go over there, you see the black, they look like a black box. We call it the Kaaba. That is the first house of worship that Abraham and his son Ishmael built. That's how old it is. And it's been there in Mecca for over 4,000 years. All right, so pilgrimage once in your lifetime, because, you know, pilgrimage is expensive, man. You're talking about a round trip to Arabia, Mecca. You go to Mecca and Medina and then fly back. I know they have Hajj packages in the mosque for it. They can be $1,500, $2,000, depending on where you're going to stay, the hotel and all that. But, you know, Hajj pilgrimage is obligatory once in your lifetime. You can go to Disney World, man. I can move to the DR. You can go to Hawaii and all that. Then once in your life, you need to set aside and make a Hajj. The pilgrimage to the house that Abraham and his son Ishmael, salam, may Allah be pleased with both of them, built for all of mankind. So if y'all keeping score, and the last one, what are we doing? What am I undertaking in this beautiful month? Fasting, Psalm. Fasting is obligatory upon us, like those before us, like I explained earlier in the last week. So these are the 5 pillars that hold up Islam. All right, so I'm going to refresh you so you know. Now you know you got it 101. We got the belief that there's only one God, Muhammad is his final messenger. Prayer, 5 times a day obligatory. Charity, zakat. Hajj, pilgrimage to the house that Abraham built. And fasting during the holy month of Ramadan. You have other fasts, but these are the obligatory. These 5 right here, you cannot be Muslim without these 5. You can't say, nah, I ain't going to fast. See, if you don't believe or take part in one of the 5 pillars, this completely negates your Islam. You can't say you're a Muslim and you're not praying. You can't say you're Muslim and you don't fast during the month of Ramadan. You can't say you're Muslim and you don't believe that there's only one God and Muhammad is his messenger. If you equate anything with God, that completely takes you out of Islam. All right, so these 5 things in Hajj, even though, like I said, you can go to Disney World and Vegas and Paris, and you can fly all over the world. You can fly your butt to make Hajj, man. And Muslims go, millions and millions of brothers and sisters go every year, man. You know, because Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, tells us that once you make Hajj, it's like you're a newborn baby. Allah washes all your sins off you. Because he knows that it's a journey, you know. It's a journey. You're going from wherever you live in the world, and you're going to Mecca in Arabia, you know. And it's a ritual that we do. We go between 2 mountains, Sarwa and Marwa, where Hagar was running when she couldn't find water when Abraham left in the desert. So we reenact what she went through, you know what I'm saying? So you got to make that Hajj once in your life. Got to make them 5 prayers. And I'm not saying just because you don't make all 5 prayers. If I made all 5 prayers in my life, no. I'm not going to say, I don't do no capping. But the thing is, I know they're obligatory. And you make your prayers up. Now, if you miss them, you make them up. But I know that they're obligatory. I'm not going around telling them, oh, you ain't got to pray 5 in the morning. You ain't got to pray. No, it's 5 obligatory. You know, I know there's no God worthy of worship except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Muhammad is his messenger. And I give charity, zakat. So those are the 5 pillars that hold up this beautiful deen, religion of Islam. And you can't have one without the other, you know. And they're beautiful when you really get, there's topics and subjects that's so in depth. I mean, there have literally been millions of pages written about all 5 of these pillars, because that's how in depth they are. You know, you have to know how to do your prayer. You just can't get up and say, I'm going to do a prayer any way I want to do it. No, you got to do it the way Prophet Muhammad taught us to do it, the way he did it, the way his companions did it. He taught his companions first, and then it trickled down for 1,400 years. How do you think I know how to do the prayer the way Prophet Muhammad and his companions did it? Everything has been preserved. That's the beauty of Islam. We can go back to the text 1,446 years ago. You know, we know what we have to do and how to do it. We know how to fast, you know. We know how to make hajj. You just don't go over to Mecca and just do what you want to do. No, it's certain steps that you do. Like I said, we reenacting what Hagar went through with her son Ishmael when he was a baby and he was dying of thirst. And she was running between the 2 mountains looking for water. You know, so, you know, that is the beauty of Islam. We know when we do these 5 pillars that they have been preserved for us, that our prophet practiced them, the companions and Muslims since then have practiced them all over the world. So, you know, I just had to give y'all that, because that's something easy. Like, I know a lot of my non-Muslim friends and brothers and sisters, they really don't know what do the Muslims believe? What is it? Why do you do this and do that, you know? So let me get on here and let y'all know about the 5 pillars of Islam. And there you go right there. So now you can tell a friend, like, yeah, broke it down for me tonight. I know what the 5 pillars are. I know what Muslims believe. And like I said, I could sit here and talk forever about each one of them. I could just sit here and tell you about the testification that there's no God worthy of worship but Allah, the Shahada. That's so important, because, you know, everybody say they believe in God, but how do you believe? Do you associate something with God? Does he have intermediaries in your belief? I'm not here for that. That's what you believe. You got to make sure your belief is rock solid. Like the Muslims make sure our beliefs are rock solid. You know, we worship only God, the God of all humanity, the God of mankind. He's the Alpha and the Omega. He created everything that you can think of and everything you can't think of. The universe, the solar system, and all that, man. He has no help. He doesn't get tired. He has no human qualities. He don't go to sleep. He don't urinate, defecate. He is the creator, and everything else is his creation. You know, you hear people saying Mother Nature, and I just be like, yo, people don't understand. They give qualities to everything else except to God. You know, Muslims don't believe no Mother Nature. Allah created nature like he created every animal and placed them where he placed them in the world. Just think about how the system of this earth runs without any interruption. I mean, seriously, let's think about what the animals are placed in different parts of the world. Why ain't tigers and lions together? Because they probably will go extinct. Tigers are in Asia, lions are in Africa. Why ain't crocodiles and alligators together? They probably will go extinct. You know, Allah knows best. This is his system. This is his world. You know, it's Allah's world. And the solar system, the planets, you know, he created all. Like I said, he created everything you could think of, everything you can't think of. So like I said, each one of these pillars, I could spend each day talking about that. But like I said, I just want to come on here and give you a brief synopsis of what the Muslims believe, what your big homie O believes. As a Muslim, like I said, if you don't believe in any one of those 5 pillars, you're not Muslim. This is according to Prophet Muhammad, not O. You know, Prophet Muhammad was sent, you know, with the message. So, you know, you can't sit there and say, yeah, I'm Muslim, but, you know, I don't pray. I ain't fasting during Ramadan. You know, no. There's rules for people who can't fast. There's rules that you can not miss prayer, but like for women that menstruate, sisters that menstruate, you don't pray then, because, you know, you are menstruating. Now, after you menstruate and all that, then you can pray. It ain't about, you know, you don't want to make sisters feel uncomfortable. You know, that's an uncomfortable time. So after they finish menstruating, they get back to praying, you know. But everything else is obligatory upon the female as well as the male. Sisters have to make hajj, you know. They have to give charity, all of that. This is just not a male, you know, this is for all Muslims. So at the end, and you know, and what's funny, I'm going to tell you about the charity. We even give charity at the end of Ramadan, and I'll probably talk about that tomorrow. I'm going to tell you the holidays that Muslims celebrate. That's going to be tomorrow's topic, you know. Everybody wants to know why Muslims don't do this or don't do that. I'm going to tell you the holidays, the festivals that Prophet Muhammad celebrated, which we celebrate. He didn't do it, we don't do it. Y'all remember them little bands people made back in the day that had "What Would Jesus Do"? You remember those, right? Well, you know, we didn't make no bands because we don't have to guess what what Prophet Muhammad do. We know what Prophet Muhammad did. He's been codified and preserved for over 1,400 years. So tomorrow, we're going to talk about what Muslims celebrate. And after that, then you can say, okay, I got a clearer understanding of, okay, how my Muslim friends moving on it. Now I know why they do this or that, okay? So a quick recap before we roll up out of here, because I got to go get something to eat, man. I broke my fast with some good old lemon lime water. But I'm going to give you the 5 pillars again, man, so you got them locked in. The Shahadatain, belief that there's no God worthy of worship but Allah, one God. What did Moses get from the mount? What was the first commandment that Moses came down from Mount Torah? Hear, O Israel, your God is one. It's the same message, no matter what prophet came with it, what language. It's the same message, because Prophet Muhammad told us that all the prophets are brothers. They just have different mothers. Yeah, all the prophets are brothers. They come with the same message. Moses came with, Hear, O Israel, your God is one. He was 1,200 years before Prophet Muhammad. He was 1,200 years before Jesus. Jesus was 600 years before Prophet Muhammad. So the Shahada, there's no one worthy of worship except Allah, the one true God. And Allah is Arabic for God. It's not a different God, okay? The Salat, the prayer. Charity, Zakat. Hajj, the pilgrimage to the house of Kaaba that Abraham and Ishmael built. And what we're doing now in the Psalm, the fast. These are the pillars. This is what codifies Islam, and then it branches out from there. All right, so I'm glad y'all got a little, you know what I'm saying? You got some Islam 101 like you always do from your boy. Hey, I thank y'all for rocking out with me, man. Like I said, day 13 is in the book for my brothers and sisters. We marching on to day 14, man. I love you all for the sake of Allah. Let's keep the brother Mahmoud Khalil in our du'as and our prayers. That was the brother that the president is trying to deport, and the Supreme Court said, nah. He's protected by freedom of speech. The Columbia University student, let's keep him in our du'as, man. That's what we have to do. Mahmoud Khalil, now you can't even talk, man. And then, what's so sad about this country, you got people coming out talking about, it was a privilege for him to come to this country, and then he's talking about terrorist groups and all this and that. And I'm like, it's a privilege for all of you Europeans that came to this country. That's what kills me about, Americans that's not of color, European descent. They act like they was here. Y'all came here too. You acting like, what I'm saying, y'all ain't come from somewhere, like y'all was here. Only people was here was the Native Americans and the Africans that wasn't slaves. Wa alaikum salam, rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Jashir, what's up, I just was breaking down, you'll go back and watch it, man, the 5 pillars, man, for our brothers and sisters, non-Muslims, so they can understand Islam a little bit better, man. Have some water cooler discussions. I just be replying to the comments. But yeah, let's keep the brother Mahmoud Khalil in our du'as and our prayers, man. If you can't speak out, we can always agree. What I say on the iCast, my YouTube channel, we always can agree to disagree, but we ain't got to disrespect nobody. Seriously, that's it. I'm not going to agree with everything somebody else says, because does anybody else think like me? For real. I know that iftar was jumping, man. They had some lamb and on up, and then that rice be jumping. I already know. Do you be bringing plates home up? I know you be bringing some plates home. You don't bring no plates home? Man, I go to iftar. I come back. Listen, man, I take my book back, because you already know we donate the food to the homeless and all that after brothers get their share and all that. We don't waste no food. So I hope you bringing some plates back, man. For real, I'm glad you're enjoying it, man, down there, man. I love you for the sake of Allah. Big O gotta go put something in the tank, man. I ain't ate nothing, man. I just drank me some water, man. I love y'all, man. Tuning in with me, for learning together. All right? Until tomorrow, we'll be back, man. The Ramadan Telethon continues, day 14, 2 weeks. And I'm going to tell you about what the Muslims celebrate, all right? That's going to be tomorrow's topic, man. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to all my brothers and sisters, man. And to my non-Muslim brothers and sisters, peace, I love you as well.